You know, this game was actually made by a Project M developer?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
There was, like, on the TV Tropes page of this game, the creator said that they even gave mains to all four of these girls.
Huh.
And speaking of these four girls, who shall we show our poem to first?
Mm, you know what? Let's do the reverse order. So we'll
Alright,
show Monica
so we'll
first.
start with Monica, okay. Hi again, Protag. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I should finish this before going on. And, anyways. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to show what you wrote for today? Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. I'm just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. Romance isn't the word I would use. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I notice that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you didn't mean that in a bad way. Oh, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Subtle bombs. Got it. Real subtle. Yeah? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Gee. Damn.
Anime husbands aren't real. Okay, that was actually really funny. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. Oh, okay, so she's being... Okay, she's chiding. Okay. Okay. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really wrong with anything like... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway... You want to read my poem now? I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, blue, green. Or red, green, blue, rather. Sorry. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless... Load me.
What? What?
Save me. Load me.
What?
Zach? I think we can confirm she knows the player.
She's too self-aware.
She is really self-aware. I'm really scared.
Not even just self-aware, but like outer aware too of yeah, the players.
No, this is no. She's referring to save scumming. Save me, load me. I think it's safe to say that she's pretty self-aware of the player. Moving right along. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Guess it's just the way I write. Or the fact that you fucking know it does. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really sure makes me feel like I'm trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's really hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't a right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. You mean us. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find it yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay, now you're just not being subtle.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, fuck it. The subtlety is thrown out the window now. You know this shit.
It's like too bulky. Where the heck are you gonna put this thing?
You never know when you might change your mind. Yeah, she's definitely talking about save scumming. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
She's broken.
She's going to kill us all, isn't she? Thanks for listening. Alright, moving past that, let's go to Sayori, right? Right? It was Sayori. It was Natsuki, Yuri, then Sayori? No, I went with Sayori second, so it's Yuri next.
Yeah.
Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Protag, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Relatable. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing makes me really happy. Former fanfic writer here. Yeah, definitely. Only want to write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah. I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. Okay, it happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human, rather, sorry. I gave the raccoon a small piece of my bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase, and that reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again? That's some convoluted bullshit, my friend. Charger, where is it? Okay. That's not, terribly confusing or anything like that. Nope. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday, yeah. Just a little bit. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Neither can I, frankly. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're creepy or they're embarrassing, okay. People would make fun of you. Don't you have anything like that? Being a freaking weeb? That would be something. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Protag. Writing and listening, yeah. That's exaggerating a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely exaggerating it a little bit.
It's extremely exaggerated.
It's just how I feel, okay. Never thought I could feel comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're one to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright, next up, Sayuri. Oh! I like this one, Protag. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not exactly sure how that works. That's exactly how it works. And again, conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. No shit, sir. Yeah, maybe. I don't even know how, honestly, what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah! Me neither! Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you know, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's always a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? The word is indecisive. Or bittersweet, okay. Yeah. I like things that are happy and then things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpected.
I guess.
Yeah, that's unexpectedly poetic. Just a bit. It is. Just a bit. Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Protag. I should write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection gives me lots of friends. Each bottle is a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time's elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hung. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. When they were supposed to be for my friends, my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, shouting, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Yeah, seems like she's carrying a little bit of baggage. Just a bit.
Just a smidge.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. Just a little bit. Holy crap indeed. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Jesus.
In before decapitation. Always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Relatable. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, last up. Soon. Well, it's not really worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you think... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Just a bit, dude. Just a bit.
Just by a margin.
Yeah. Come to think of it, this can remind me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might as well be on the same wavelength? Wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has this type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Wow.
Damn!
I'll drink to that.
Sip that tea.
That was a little unnecessary. No, you deserve it, dude. If it weren't for me, she would probably fly away, just like letting go of a balloon. Okay, dude, sure, why not? You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem now. Here. Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone? Also, the name Amy amongst the names
that is a mindset that a lot of people have.
What?
Just this in general.
Yeah. Also, the name Amy amongst names like Monica, Yuri, Natsuki, and all that. Yeah, that's a... Anyways, moving on. I hate spiders. Not bad, right? It's quite longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being.
That's... You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, like anyone would agree the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. You're projecting yourself in this, I see. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they made fun of you or less think of you. But that... Oh god.
Huh?
Oh, I choked on my spit.
Oh.
But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I really didn't get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Ooh. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I shouldn't try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can just put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it recently already. We're going to be performing? Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. Yeah, asking the introverts to share their thoughts and feelings right out in public, that's not really good. I guess it's kind of overlooked that. No, really! So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Not this guy, though. Not the pretend. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's unexpected faces. I guess I really don't have much of a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect it to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins in me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were just so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Yuri looks like he's down for the count. Okay! I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read it on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hear it coming from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like we get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Protag liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem really fits you nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours, that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Protag. It's not like I'd compare it to you guys anyways. Might as well let Protag lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Jeez. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has on their eyes on me, making me feeling terribly awkward. Public speaking does that to you. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way into the podium. To the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you are presenting. Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Up, superstar.
It's time to jump up in the air.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her shower attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be better the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure that you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day! I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hehehehe. Jeez, you guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Protag, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already happened, changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say one day, Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Well,
Yeah. Ooh, we're cutting off branches real fast, aren't we? We've been going after the Yuri route. We might as well, right?
yeah.
Why does the thought of that make my heart Doki Doki? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Not with this route. Not that with this route we're going. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Yeah, can't figure out how you're thinking things in your head right now. Everyone is different. Nobody on the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. Yeah, that's kind of a loaded question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, and with that, this has been another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you.
Have a nice day.
We'll see you next time.